Hi guys, it's me, Tanya Dierman, and today I will be persuading you as to why you should see graffiti as art and not vandalism. So, were you ever driving down the street and you saw like someone's name on a bus stop or like a painted picture on a train or anything like on a building that shouldn't belong there? Well, if so, then you saw graffiti. Graffiti is typically done by someone young. They spray paint something onto like a hard surface, flat, that again, like a train, a bus stop, sidewalk, old abandoned building, anything like that. They do it to just express themselves and create. So, I believe that graffiti should not be frowned upon for many reasons. One being that artist is expressing themselves. They are taking their time to paint a beautiful picture on outside where all of us get to see it for absolutely free. Like many times you're not expecting it. Like say you're driving down the road and you see this beautiful, beautiful picture on the side of a train that's passing in front of you. You're not expecting that, but it's just so beautiful with all those colors. Sometimes it's just a name, but it's still so gorgeous because of the colors that are being used. According to the Calabasas Courier, graffiti covers the walls of freeways, bridges, and buildings, showcasing the talent of those who create their beautiful images. Again, the artists are just using whatever resources they have, even if it is an old building or a train, the sidewalk, just to express themselves and create beautiful art for all of us to enjoy. Buildings that are tagged have a more personal feel than just the building right next to it. So, for example, in Pittsburgh, there's a mural of Mac Miller that is, what do you know, street art, graffiti. Someone painted that outside on the wall, and it is now classified as street art. So, and of course, many people go there to visit it just to take a picture with it or just to take on the beautiful, beautiful art that someone created. Graffiti reflects individuals, said journalist Megan Richard, according to the Notre Dame Journal. Graffiti, the street art, is unrestricted, interesting, and diverse. So, of course, it's interesting because you're not expecting it. It's diverse because you don't know who's like creating their art, male, female, what their religion is, what their race is. It's always going to be something different, and it's always unique. It's continuing to develop today in color, shape, and specifically scales. Back when, for example, way back in the history, the cave paintings were actually classified as graffiti. Many people back then, well, I guess many people now believe that could classify as graffiti because they're painting on something that technically doesn't belong to them. So that is graffiti, street art. Well, I guess cave art in that matter. But, so back then it was like little characters or like figures or like the hieroglyphics of the paintings or like the cavings, and now it's with a whole bunch of different colors of spray paint, large, way bigger than the cave paintings typically, and just like pictures or like actual letters and words that we can understand a lot easier, of course. So I think that's pretty interesting. So a lot of people actually believe that, like, when they think of graffiti or the street art, they just think of a little name on like the train or like the bus stop. But that is definitely not the case. I mentioned before the mural of Mac Miller in Pittsburgh. Driving through like Johnstown, you can also see like little pictures of like flowers on the buildings or just random shapes. That's graffiti, the street art. It's not always just a random little name. It's a lot of more like of people expressing their feelings now and like what they believe in. So it's inspired by cultures and different styles, meaning you don't know like what you're looking at sometimes. Graffiti is almost always a mystery. Like if it's a little picture or like a little random group of shapes, you don't always know what that is. But that person that painted it definitely knows what they were painting or what they were thinking or what the purpose was for their painting. There's no limits. So say if you have a huge white brick building, that brick building is your said canvas. You can go at it and paint whatever you please. You can take up the whole entire building. You can take up just one block of the brick building. You can just express yourself and create whatever you want to create. Of course, you also, following that, you have freedom to express yourself and just show off your very, very amazing talent. So, to wrap things up, I believe, and hopefully that you believe now, that graffiti shouldn't be frowned upon. It should be more appreciated as it really changed throughout the decades. It's not vandalism if the building is already like old. It's likely that the building's going to be torn down anyhow. The person is just expressing themselves, allowing to view their art if they don't have the resources to, and giving us the option to view their beautiful work. Okay, that's all I have. Thanks, guys.